Hey party people, it's Mike from drive80.com here to help you make After Effects non-scary, and today we're going to talk about the shape tool. So the way we're going to do this is, as in any video, we're going to start a new composition, Command N, because I'm in a Mac, and all these settings are great. Just pause your screen and match them, hit OK. So all of my tutorials up to this point have been focused on moving a square around, depending on when you're watching this series. This is how we're going to get the square, and this is how we can do other things instead of just have a square. So this rectangle tool, if you hold down, if you go up here and you hold down on here, it'll give you all these other options. So I can quickly just grab an ellipse tool, which is a circle, or a polygon tool, which is 6 sides. Yeah, I think it's poly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. 6-sided, and a penta would be 5. Hex would be 8 going. All right, star tool. So you can get all these different things. And if I want to quickly get it, I can go up here, hold that down, and say, all right, I want the circle tool. And then I can draw a circle. If not, if I delete that, if I said, okay, well, I'm down here. I don't want to, go all the way up there, depending on how you manage your time. If I just hit Q, watch. So up here, if I hit Q, you'll see the shapes are going to change. Since they'll do the same thing. So keep your eye here, but my cursor's here, and I'll put your eye back there and watch. It's going to keep doing this. It's going to keep changing. So I'm like, okay, great. I want to draw a circle. So now I have a circle, and I can draw it. But you'll see that when I'm drawing it, it's doing like an oval, and then an oval, and maybe a circle. Just hold down Shift, and it'll constrain it to your height and width will match exactly to be the same thing. All right? And if you want to change the center point, get Y tool and bring it to the middle with holding down Command. There's that. And so, okay, there's my circle. I'm going to keep that there. But I want to get another shape. Let me hit Q again. I'm going to draw a polygon. Now, the problem is that in After Effects, you have to deselect it or it's going to add this to this. And you'll see that because in my contents, it added the polystar, which I'm calling it a polygon. It's poly, so whatever. It's adding it to the shape, which down the line, once you get really good with this, it took me a while, but you can animate things like this, but as a whole, they'll be together. And I don't want to confuse you even more, so I'm just going to delete that. There's the elliptical. Just deselect it by clicking off of whatever shape you've drawn, or do Shift Command A, and then hit Q, and then draw something. And then, Y, get this to the center. There we go. All right, that's kind of the center. And move it, because now they're two separate shapes, and I want to have the most control possible. So again, this is for beginners, so just do it like this and don't ask questions. And if you ask questions, that means you are going to be very successful in life because you are questioning authority. Sorry I'm doing all this other stuff as we're talking, but yeah, anyway. So again, we're going to hit Q again. We're getting a star on stage. Now, if you want to if you want to just keep doing it where this is going to, the anchor point tool, which I hit Y, to get to keep bringing that into the middle or wherever, which I do, it's not going to take that much time. But if you want to bypass that, you can go up here and just double click, and it'll just fill this onto the comp, and that's it. It can get a little weird though, depending on the shape. So if I had an ellipse tool, it's going to make it wide because it's going to constrain it to the top and the bottom. And the best way to get this thing to be 100% circle is if I go to where the circle is, which is here. Let me just grab Command A and delete all this crap. Again, there's the circle, or hit Q, keep hitting Q, there we go. And draw a circle. Actually, no, that's not what I was showing you. If I double click on here, it'll fill it. The way to get that to be 100% circle is to drop down contents, drop down ellipse, and then drop down the path. And here's this little size indicator. It's filling it to the comp. I suggest if you want to change that, you have to have one of these two match. So since 1080 is the height and the top and bottom, you don't want to match that, because if I was making this 1920, then it would just extend way outside of it, and that's not going to be very helpful. Now, if I start doing 1080, what's the problem here is that this little lock icon is gonna constrain, so it's mathematically gonna make them match, as whatever my width is and the height are at this point. If I increase either, the other is gonna increase as well, and that can be very powerful in other settings. But in this one, I just want to get a circle. So let's say I'm gonna do 500 by 500. There you go. Now I have a perfect circle, and I can relock this by clicking here, and that's it. Again, if you want to get a little advanced, the fun thing with this is that if you were just going to deselect this, you could have the size be here, and then at, let's see, at this point, this is getting a little advanced, but this is just showing you what you can do. You can have it shrink, and then you can have it go here, and you can mess with it to go there. So if I was going to render preview it by hitting N as in Nathaniel and closing this off and hitting Control 0, you can now see that it will animate the shape. So again, that's getting a little ahead of where we want to be, but just giving you a preview of the things that you can do with animation, so it gets you a little bit more excited of, oh wow, there's this, get your brain working, get you thinking of all the creative things you can do. That's what I want you to do. I want to teach you the tools, and then you get creative with this and start making some really cool shit. But yeah, so that's the ellipse tool or the shape tool or whatever we call it. And if you have any questions, you can comment anywhere this video is being hosted, because I usually even will share the YouTube link so you can answer it in LinkedIn comments, the Facebook comments, the YouTube comments, and I will answer it. Or you can just email me directly at mike@drive80.com. If you find that you want to get some private tutorials or you want to get some private coaching, I also do that as well. You can email me and ask about that. If not, you can hire my company to do an animation for you, and we could take that off your hands. And I'm also thinking about doing some other stuff. But yeah, email with any questions. Feel free to share this with anyone who can get some use out of it. And please let me know the things that I can help make these videos better, because I'm just making a lot of these, putting them out there because I want people to really learn what's involved in animating, so they understand it a bit more, and B, you don't have to hire someone like me that's going to cost you a ton of money to do a project for you. If it's simple graphics for social media, you can just do it on your own, and this is a great starting point because the video is not going anywhere. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoy.